Bitcoin isn't just a cryptocurrency, it's a revolution reshaping the future of finance. From record-breaking ETF inflows to cutting-edge blockchain advancements, Bitcoin today stands as the heart of the global financial transformation. It's the ultimate hedge against inflation, a pioneer in sustainability, and the driving force behind institutional and technological innovation. Whether you're an investor, a business leader, or someone curious about the next big thing, Bitcoin's journey is a story you can't afford to miss. So, what's fueling its meteoric rise, and where is it headed next? Let's explore the trends and insights shaping Bitcoin right now.
How Bitcoin still dominates all other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has established its place in history as the first and most popular cryptocurrency and a breakthrough financial innovation. Launched in 2009, it has evolved from a niche experiment to a global phenomenon with a combined value that regularly tops trillions of dollars. Bitcoin. There is no denying that Bitcoin is the king of market capitalization and has a first-mover advantage, as well as the general belief that it is digital gold, a store of value. Bitcoin has stood against the traditional financial system. Through the deflationary model, it built a deflationary model with an initial coin supply of 21 million coins resistant to inflation. Its decentralized establishment, propelled by a worldwide system of miners' work, guarantees security, transparency, and trust, making it an ideal choice for institutional and retail dealers identical. The power of Bitcoin is not just due to the raw numbers, it has shaped financial technologies and inspired thousands of other cryptocurrencies. The importance of understanding Bitcoin today. In today's rapidly changing economic landscape, Bitcoin knowledge is not a luxury, it's a necessity. For investors, it is a hedge against inflation and traditional market volatility and provides an opportunity to diversify portfolios. Bitcoin adoption is spreading among businesses too, and we see it regularly in the news when companies start accepting Bitcoin payments or use it as a treasury reserve asset or for blockchain-related initiatives. For people, Bitcoin is a complete paradigm shift in how people store and transfer value. Its permissionless and borderless properties enable people to participate in the global economy without dependence on the local currency in countries with unstable currencies or restrictive banking systems. Plus, with governments and regulators trying to figure out cryptocurrencies, knowing about Bitcoin can help people with legal, financial, and security considerations. External forces influencing Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is affected by various external factors. Institutional support and company adoption. Large companies such as Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Block, formerly Square, have included Bitcoin in their business models and balance sheets. Payment processing companies such as PayPal and MasterCard have started to offer Bitcoin services as well, lending more credence to usage. Such endorsements boost adoption and solidify Bitcoin's position within the financial ecosystem. Political climates and regulatory impact on Bitcoin. Political dynamics and regulatory environments have a substantial impact on Bitcoin's market forces. In America, there is a focus on regulatory clarity, with the likes of the SEC and CFTC deciding if Bitcoin is a commodity or a security. Countries across the globe stand on either side, with some, like El Salvador, recognizing Bitcoin as legal tender and others imposing outright bans. Some external factors include global economic trends, macroeconomic indicators including inflation, interest rates, and currency devaluation have rendered Bitcoin an attractive alternative asset. Bitcoin's independent model serves as a remedy as fiat money struggles with overissuance and economic instability. Recognizing these underlying mechanics can help actors align themselves in a way that maximizes returns from Bitcoin while minimizing the negative impacts of this disruptive landscape. Bitcoin today. What's going on in the market? Live Bitcoin price. As of January 5, 2025, Bitcoin's current price is $97,817.82, making it the most valuable cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Bitcoin's total market cap stands at approximately $1.93 trillion, representing about 37.25% of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization. Over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's trading volume reached $20.13 billion, solidifying its status as a highly liquid asset and underscoring the ongoing interest from investors worldwide. Bitcoin continues to reign supreme among leading cryptocurrencies, such as Ethereum and Binance Coin, as the most traded and held digital asset. This dominance reinforces its role as the digital gold of the industry, securing its position as the cornerstone of the crypto ecosystems. Important companies rallying behind Bitcoin. Tesla. Tesla first entered into Bitcoin in 2021 when it purchased billions worth of Bitcoin. Though Tesla sometimes pivots to appease regulation or the environment, its attitude remains a forthright ending, knowing Bitcoin is an asset it still holds some of it on its balance sheet. MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy expands Bitcoin holdings with $2 billion stock offering. MicroStrategy, already the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin, is further solidifying its position with plans to raise $2 billion through a perpetual preferred stock offering. As of January 5, 2025, MicroStrategy owns an impressive 446,400 BTC, acquired at an average price of $62,500 per Bitcoin. This bold move underlines the company's unwavering commitment to Bitcoin as a long-term store of value. Details of the stock offering. The $2 billion offering, filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, under Form S-3, reflects the company's ambition to increase its Bitcoin reserves significantly. While the exact number of shares and offering price have yet to be finalized, the funds raised will be directed toward purchasing additional Bitcoin. The initiative aligns with MicroStrategy's broader 21-21 strategy, which aims to raise $21 billion through equity and fixed-income securities over the next 3 years.
Recent activity and market position. Prior to this announcement, MicroStrategy raised $209 million to acquire an additional 2,138 BTC, reinforcing its dominance as the corporate leader in Bitcoin accumulation. Michael Saylor, the company's executive chairman and a vocal advocate for Bitcoin, continues to drive MicroStrategy's strategic vision of leveraging Bitcoin as a foundational asset in its treasury. This move demonstrates MicroStrategy's continued confidence in Bitcoin's long-term value and its role as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. If successful, the $2 billion stock offering could significantly bolster the company's already substantial Bitcoin reserves, further cementing its influence in the cryptocurrency space. Institutional Bitcoin trends in 2024. Key highlights: Bitcoin ETFs. 1. Spot Bitcoin ETFs bridged crypto and traditional finance, attracting institutional investors like pension funds and family offices. 2. These ETFs boosted market liquidity, reducing Bitcoin's volatility and making it more appealing to traditional players. 3. Global adoption surged, with countries like Canada, Switzerland, and Germany expanding Bitcoin ETF offerings. Focus on ESG compliance. 1. Institutions prioritize clean energy-based Bitcoin mining to meet environmental, social, and governance (ESG) standards. 2. Countries like Norway, Iceland, and Canada led the shift to green mining using hydropower and geothermal energy. 3. Governments introduced incentives for sustainable mining practices, aligning Bitcoin with ESG goals. Diversification strategies. 1. Bitcoin-backed loans gained popularity as institutions used Bitcoin as collateral for secured lending. 2. Derivatives markets, including Bitcoin futures and options, provided tools for risk management and trading. 3. Blockchain applications like tokenized securities and payment systems highlighted Bitcoin's utility beyond a store of value. PayPal and Block, formerly Square. This means that retail investors are becoming more accessible with the integration of Bitcoin within PayPal, where the cryptocurrency can be bought, sold, and held. Block, through Cash App, has increased the utility of Bitcoin and promotes Bitcoin payments for businesses through simple transactions. CEO Jack Dorsey continues to be an outspoken proponent for Bitcoin's adoption. Recent projects on focus towards Bitcoin adoption. 1. Lightning Network progress. Ongoing advancement of the Lightning Network is increasing the scalability of Bitcoin for faster, cheaper transactions. Companies such as Strike and Block are piloting Lightning integrations for mainstream use, giving Bitcoin a seat at the table for day-to-day commerce. 2. Sustainable mining projects. As Bitcoin mining is raising concerns about the environment, some projects are increasingly focusing on renewable sources of power. Some projects you may have heard of contribute to the involvement of mining firms and renewable energy providers to offset their carbon footprint and ensure Bitcoin is sustainable. Bitcoin strengths today. Institutional adoption and hedge against inflation. The attractiveness of Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation has increased significantly, especially during the periods of economic turbulence, as institutions such as hedge funds and asset managers increasingly add Bitcoin to their portfolios. D. Improved network security and scalability. The solid foundation of Bitcoin's blockchain provides unprecedented security and for subsequent innovations, such as Taproot and the Lightning Network, enhance transaction efficiency and scalability. 3. Global recognition as digital gold. Bitcoin's recognition as a store of value similar to gold strengthens its safe haven asset status. Due to its decentralization and limited amount, it is the ideal vehicle for wealth preservation. Bitcoin ETFs. Surge with 908 mem. Inflows as institutional demand. Grows Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, continue to see massive institutional interest, with 908.10 million in inflows on January 3, 2025, bringing cumulative net inflows to $35.91 billion. The total net assets of Bitcoin ETFs have now surpassed $111 billion, accounting for 5.72% of Bitcoin's market capitalization. Market leaders. 1. BlackRock's IBIT ETF leads with $54.26 billion in net assets and recorded a $253.10 million daily inflow, reaching a cumulative total of $37.17 billion. 2. Fidelity's FBTC ETF on CBOE followed closely, securing $356.95 million in daily inflows, with a cumulative inflow of $12.11 billion. Other major ETFs. 1. Grayscale's GBTC holds $16 billion in net assets, while ARK Invest's RKB saw $222.63 million in inflows, bringing its total to $2.69 billion. 2. Bitwise's BITB ETF now holds $408 billion, with VanEck's HODL ETF at $1.36 billion. Bitcoin's current market dynamics. 1. Price, 98,265.99, plus 139% in the last 24 hours. 2. Market cap, 194 trillion. 3. 24-hour volume, $22 billion, 38.55%. 4. Supply, 19.8 million BTC of a 21 million fixed supply, with spot Bitcoin ETFs acquiring 9,160 BTC worth $907.3 million. Bitcoin continues to establish itself as a mainstream financial asset. Regulatory acceptance, such as Switzerland considering Bitcoin in national reserves and discussions in Argentina and Syria, further highlights Bitcoin's growing role in global finance. Outlook. If bullish momentum persists, Bitcoin may break the $100,000 resistance and trend towards $105,000 or $110,000 in the near term, driven by institutional demand, post-halving dynamics, and ETF inflows. Other key players shaping the Bitcoin landscape. Several major entities play a significant role in influencing Bitcoin's ecosystem. These organizations are critical in advancing Bitcoin adoption, infrastructure, and sustainability while driving innovation in the crypto ecosystem. Background 1. Historical context. The rise of Bitcoin. Important price points. Historical. Bitcoin has grown strongly in price several times, which are known as bull markets. Bitcoin first crossed the $1,000 mark in 2013 to global trepidation. By 2017, it ran up to nearly $20,000, exposing many new investors to the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin peaked in 2021 at over $65,000, driven by institutional investment and increased adoption by companies. 2. Mature. Bitcoin was a pet project from the enigmatic Satoshi Nakamoto. Over the years, it grew to be a globally recognized asset. Today, it is no longer just currency, but also a store of value, comparable to gold. Effects of previous administrations and market trends. 1. Trump-era skepticism. Speaking out publicly against changes to Bitcoin under Trump's presidency, he labeled it a criminal tool. Still, Bitcoin grew, showing resilience in the face of bad political talk. 2. Biden administration cryptocurrency conversations. More discussions of regulating cryptocurrency occurred under Biden. This created some fear in the market, but tightened up the clarity. Regulation has been seen as a step towards acceptance by the broader world of Bitcoin by many investors. 3. Persistence against the odds. Bitcoin has weathered numerous adversities, from prohibition in specific nations to market plunges. But each time it has returned stronger, proving it has the capacity to evolve and thrive. Fundamental characteristics of Bitcoin. Decentralization and transparency. Bitcoin has no central authority. It is not controlled by any government or company. Its blockchain is open for anyone to verify transactions, allowing for trust and fairness in every transaction. 2. Trust in technology. Bitcoin's codebase is open source, which is available to be examined by all. The blockchain is nearly impossible to hack, making one of the securest systems in the world. Forward-looking. A glimpse into the future of Bitcoin price and market predictions. Short-term price movements. Analysts think Bitcoin could see choppy price action in the near term. With resistance, the price struggles to go up, around $30,000, and support, the price struggles to go down, near $25,000. 2. Long-term potential. Some think that Bitcoin can reach over $100,000 in the near future as its adoption continues worldwide in the future by individuals or corporations. Key projects and developments. Lightning Network. This is basically a Bitcoin upgrade that makes transactions cheaper and quicker. The ability to send Bitcoin instantly and at low fees. So it will be a lot easier to use in real life. 2. Sustainable mining. Bitcoin mining consumes a significant amount of energy. However, many significant emerging projects are focusing on the use of renewable energy sources such as solar or wind. This reduces its environmental impact and makes Bitcoin mining cleaner. Regulatory considerations on comprehensive US and global policies. Governments globally are developing rules for cryptocurrency. In America, some laws can favor the use of Bitcoin by businesses, while others can force taxes or restrictions. 2. Effect on adoption. If the rules are clear and helpful, more individuals and businesses might be open to using Bitcoin. He said harsh regulations could temporarily slow its growth. Takeaways for stakeholders, for investors. Nailing the surge of current market conditions, like market trends, considering institutional comparative and regulation news, are strong influencers of Bitcoin's volatility. In doing so, long-term holders often reap the rewards of patience and perseverance, using Bitcoin as a vehicle to hedge against inflation and economic instability. 2. Diversification in investments. Bitcoin is most likely a great asset, but it is important to diversify. Investing in Bitcoin alongside other cryptocurrencies, e.g. Ethereum, as well as traditional assets, e.g. stocks or bonds, helps mitigate risk while diversifying portfolios. For businesses, 1. Bitcoin as a strategic tool. Companies are accepting Bitcoin for payment and using it for treasury management. An example would be using Bitcoin as a reserve asset which diversifies corporate investments and serves as an anti-inflationary mechanism. 2. Sustainability and compliance. By backing sustainable Bitcoin mining initiatives, businesses are keeping themselves up to speed with sustainable practices. Staying on the right side of regulations also fosters trust and keeps you out of legal trouble, especially as governments globally adopt clearer crypto frameworks. For the general public, 1. Advantages of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is decentralized in nature, thus it acts as a store of value for people in countries with high inflation and limited banking options. It gives people the ability to have financial inclusion and control over their assets. 2. Education. To use Bitcoin safely, you first need some knowledge on Bitcoin. Knowing how wallets work, keeping private keys, and knowing how to avoid scams allow users to get the most out of Bitcoin with minimal risk. Conclusion: Bitcoin isn't just rewriting the rules of money, it's redefining the future of finance. From institutional giants like Tesla and BlackRock to sustainable mining leaders such as CleanSpark, Bitcoin is more than a digital asset. It's a movement that's shaping industries, innovation, and global economies. With ETFs breaking records, ESG-focused mining taking center stage, and blockchain solutions transforming how we think about value, Bitcoin's influence is impossible to ignore. The research in this video is powered by insights from trusted sources like Crypto Newsland, ETH News, and leading industry players. Their expertise paints a clear picture of Bitcoin's resilience and its bright path ahead. Join the conversation! Want to stay ahead of the curve? Dive deeper into the world of finance, crypto, and marketing with Equity, your hub for fresh insights, expert analysis, and actionable knowledge. Don't miss out on the trends shaping tomorrow's economy. Hit that subscribe button now on our Equity YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Let's unlock the future of business and crypto together.